Today is Wednesday, August the 7th, 2019. You're listening to the Geelong Region Soccer News Nightly Bulletin, powered by Community Sports Media Services. Tonight's bulletin is proudly brought to you by Nardi Produce. If it isn't fresh, we don't stock it. This is what's making news headlines on the Geelong Region football scene. Geelong Soccer Club has announced the appointment of a new technical director for next year. 7 local teenage boys will embark on a footballing trip of a lifetime to Welsh giants Cardiff City in October. And if you're a boy and aged between 14 to 16 years, we'll tell you how you can also be a part of it. New A-League club Western United has appointed a well-regarded local junior coach and academy provider into the newly created role of Schools, Club and Community Engagement Manager. And finally, a new permanent co-host of the Geelong Region Soccer Show on FNR Football Nation Radio was unveiled last night. But first up, a word from this week's major sponsor. When you are looking for a greengrocer, make Nardi Produce your first stop. Located at 24 Thompsons Road in North Geelong, Nardi Produce is a comprehensive wholesale fruit and vegetable retailer providing Geelong's freshest produce at Geelong's best prices. We pride ourselves on stocking the finest seasonal produce at our store and offering free local delivery to restaurants, hotels, cafes, hospitals and schools. Our commitment to freshness and quality is what keeps our regular customers coming back again and again. Fresh fruit and vegetables don't just taste good, they are important for your health. We believe that everyone should have access to good quality fresh produce at affordable prices. We source our fruit and vegetables daily from growers and markets, ensuring the shortest amount of time from tree to you. Nardi Produce. If it isn't fresh, we don't stock it. And now for the news. Geelong Soccer Club has announced the appointment of a new technical director for next year. Former Luton Town Academy coach and previous TD at NPL club Port Melbourne Sharks, Andy Elderton, has been appointed to the role of TD, which will see him responsible for junior player development at Genesteel Park in 2020. Speaking on last night's episode of the Geelong Region Soccer Show on FNR Football Nation Radio, Elderton said he was passionate about player development both on and off the field. When asked what was his vision for the club, this is what he had to say.
It's really based on a lot of my background, working in a pro environment at academy level. Obviously, it's a completely different setup here, but you've got to aim to continue to move forward, and the club have made great strides, and I want to come in and push them towards that kind of level, where everything is based around being very player-centred, so everything's about the player, so everything about player development, so the player can have the best opportunity to progress at this level.
That was the new technical director of the Geelong Soccer Club, Andy Elderton, speaking on last night's episode of the Geelong Region Soccer Show on FNR Football Nation Radio. If you would like to listen to the full interview, the link is at the top of our Facebook page, Geelong Region Soccer News. 7 local teenage boys will embark on a footballing trip of a lifetime to the United Kingdom later this year in October, after they signed on to take part in a specially organised football tour to Welsh giants Cardiff City by Point Cook-based academy CMF Soccer Coaching. Headed by FNR Radio's Football Out West show co-host Craig Filer and his son and current North Geelong Warriors senior player Morgan, CMF Soccer Coaching will be taking a touring party of 34, which will include 16 players, 16 parents as well as 2 CMF coaches. Currently, 14 have confirmed their spots, and according to Filer, there is still room for another 2 lucky boys between the ages of 14 and 16 years.
The tour is effectively an opportunity for young players to experience what it's like to play and train at a professional academy within the UK coaching structure. Cardiff City, formerly of the EPL, have a great standing in developing young footballers, and CMF Soccer Coaching want to give those young players the opportunity to go and see what it's like to train on a daily basis for a week.
That was CMF Soccer Coaching's Craig Filer talking about the upcoming tour to the UK. For more information about the tour, contact Craig on 0497 151 234. New A-League club Western United has appointed a well-regarded local junior coach and academy provider into the newly created role of Schools Club and Community Engagement Manager. One of the two head coordinators of the Geelong football representative squads at the Victorian Junior Country Championships for the past 4 years, Pete Bradley has been appointed Western United Schools Club and Community Engagement Manager. His role will be to coordinate and promote the new A-League club via the government-funded Sporting Schools program for the entire Western region, which includes all of the Geelong region. Another key element of his role will be to liaise with the local football clubs here in Geelong.
With the clubs, what we want to do is work with the clubs. But the first thing we're going to do is meet with the clubs to work out what we can give, what we can provide for them. We want to support the clubs, and hopefully they'll support us.
That was the newly appointed Schools Club and Community Engagement Manager at Western United, Pete Bradley, speaking to the Geelong Region Soccer News Nightly Bulletin earlier today. And finally, a new permanent co-host of the Geelong Region Soccer Show on FNR Football Nation Radio was unveiled on last night's show. Well-known locally based NPL commentator Steve Curtin, who has appeared previously on the show as a guest host, was last night unveiled as the new permanent co-host, replacing Andrew Shears, who suddenly passed away a couple of months ago. We welcome Steve on board and wish him well in his new role. The weather forecast for tomorrow, Thursday the 8th of August. In one word, miserable. Partly cloudy and time to bring out the brollies, with rain and possible hail forecast for the late morning and the chance of a thunderstorm in the evening. Winds between 15 and 25 kilometres an hour turning gusty to 40 to 60 kilometres an hour in the evening. A top of just 13 degrees, followed by an overnight low of a chilly 5 degrees. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the news for tonight's edition of the Geelong Region Soccer News Nightly Bulletin, which was proudly sponsored by Nardi Produce on Thompsons Road, North Geelong. Is anything interesting happening at your club? Let us know. Send in your news tips. Drop us an email at communitysportsmedia@gmail.com or PM us at our Facebook page, Geelong Region Soccer News. Until tomorrow night, good night.